15 love.
Ferreira sometimes lapses in concentration. Rios does as well. As Kafelnikov was saying, concentration such a vital part here. In unreal conditions. Very much a feeling out rally. Both players by nature aggressive. They might rally from the back, but they're looking for openings the whole time. It's May in Hamburg. Extraordinary angle. No wonder the oohs and the ahs in the crowd. Quite sure if he meant it to be quite as good a shot as that. But we'll give him credit. That really was a quite astonishing shot. Rios creating the opening with the forehand. But the double-hander now gives Ferreira 2 break points. No. And a second miss on the double-hander. Good scrapping from Weine Ferreira in the opening game with the muscles a little cool and tight. But he stretched well there. And Rios makes the mistake. Ferreira, who had a bye in the opening round, and then beat Daniel Vacek 6-2, 6-love in the second round. A very, very fine performance. Vacek had looked good in beating Hendrik Drietman in the first round match. So that was positive indeed from Ferreira. And in the third round, beat Richard Krajicek, who's playing pretty well again. Beat him 6-4, 6-3. Krajicek, the number 14 seed. Recap on the 2 quarterfinals we've had so far. I know a lot of you just coming in all the time. Roberto Carretero beating Gilbert Schaller, the man who put out Boris Becker. And Kafelnikov, straight sets against Bruguera, but a long one. The winner of this match plays the winner of the last quarter-final, Alex Corretja against Magnus Larsson. Had to follow this on centre. As Becker found yesterday, you really have to power into this ball to get any kind of result. Balls are heavy, conditions heavy. Good improvisation, but the damage done on the return. String gone. Bidding for a place in his 5th semi is Rios, finalist in Scottsdale and Barcelona, semi-finalist in Indian Wells, and a couple of weeks ago in Monte Carlo. Alberto Costa beat him there.
Weine, third shot. Left, presses.
So immediately, the double gives Rios break back point. Well, Ferreira was unlucky. The net cord killed it stone dead. He had not a prayer here. He did really well using all his athletic ability to get a good angle, but Rios too alert for him. And there was the result. So a break back and one game each.
La 15.
Yes, Rios has been concentrating on that backhand side. I think surprised when it was switched to the forehand. Ferreira, just a little slow to move off. Well, when the opportunity is there, he really should make it. Several major moustaches around. Well, after the opening game where he made a couple of errors, just get a feeling here that Rios is beginning to establish a dominance over Ferreira. Not sure how much Ferreira believes he can beat Rios here. One thing's for sure, if Rios is really up for this, although he's one place behind in the ranking, he would start the favourite on this surface.
Rios.
He didn't look 100% committed to that particular return. So the first game with serve, another garment comes off, getting a bit warmer. 2-1 Rios, first set.
Quite a sporty car.
It's a diesel.
Yeah, and I suppose you're a Formula One racing driver.
Sure.
New in the C-Class, the C250 turbo diesel.
Campari, never by chance.
Weine Ferreira, 1-2 in the third quarter-final of the Panasonic German Open.
15 left.
First ace.
Try signal, 30 left.
Quite a few have stayed here. Can't impress on you how much. It's miserable here. And yet, it's about half full in the centre court.
Third signal, 40 left. Spiel Ferreira.
Second ace.
2 beide, 2 games on.
Still a feeling in this match that neither player's really got going yet. Both mentally and physically in these conditions, difficult to get razor sharp that early on.
Left for service. Fifteen, 15 left.
Ferreira sometimes lapses in concentration. Rios does as well. As Kafelnikov was saying, concentration's such a vital part here. In unreal conditions.
Beide, 15 on.
Very much a feeling out rally. Both players by nature aggressive. They might rally from the back, but they're looking for openings the whole time. It's May in Hamburg. Extraordinary angle. No wonder the oohs and the ahs in the crowd. Quite sure if he meant it to be quite as good a shot as that. But we'll give him credit. That really was a quite astonishing shot.
fencing, 15-14.
Rios creating the opening with the forehand. But the double-hander now gives Ferreira 2 break points.
Fencing, 30-14.
No.
Ferreira.
And a second miss on the double-hander. Good scrapping from Weine Ferreira in the opening game with the muscles a little cool and tight, but he stretched well there. And Rios makes the mistake. Ferreira, who had a bye in the opening round, and then beat Daniel Vacek 6-2, 6-love in the second round. A very, very fine performance. Vacek had looked good in beating Hendrik Drietman in the first round match. So that was positive indeed from Ferreira. And in the third round, beat Richard Krajicek, who's playing pretty well again. Beat him 6-4, 6-3. Krajicek, the number 14 seed. Recap on the 2 quarterfinals we've had so far. I know a lot of you just coming in all the time. Roberto Carretero beating Gilbert Schaller, the man who put out Boris Becker. And Kafelnikov, straight sets against Bruguera, but a long one. The winner of this match plays the winner of the last quarterfinal, Alex Corretja against Magnus Larsson. Had to follow this on centre. As Becker found yesterday, you really have to power into this ball to get any kind of result. Balls are heavy, conditions heavy.
Beide 15 on.
Good improvisation, but the damage done on the return. String gone. Bidding for a place in his 5th semi is Rios, finalist in Scottsdale and Barcelona, semi-finalist in Indian Wells, and a couple of weeks ago in Monte Carlo. Alberto Costa beat him there.
Beide, third shot. Left, presses. Rising 30-40.
So immediately, the double gives Rios break back point. Well, Ferreira was unlucky. The net cord killed it stone dead. He had not a prayer here. He did really well using all his athletic ability to get a good angle, but Rios too alert for him. And there was the result. So a break back and 1 game each.
La 15.
Yes, Rios has been concentrating on that backhand side. I think surprised when it was switched to the forehand. Ferreira, just a little slow to move off. Well, when the opportunity is there, he really should make it. Several major moustaches around. Well, after the opening game where he made a couple of errors, just get a feeling here that Rios is beginning to establish a dominance over Ferreira. Not sure how much Ferreira believes he can beat Rios here. One thing's for sure, if Rios is really up for this, although he's 1 place behind in the ranking, he would start the favourite on this surface.
Rios.
He didn't look 100% committed to that particular return. So the first game with serve. Another garment comes off, getting a bit warmer. 2-1 Rios, first set.
Thanks.
Oh, no problem.
It's quite a sporty car.
It's a diesel.
Yeah, and I suppose you're a Formula One racing driver.
Sure.
New in the C-Class, the C250 turbo diesel.
Campari, never by chance.
Weine Ferreira, 1-2 in the third quarter-final of the Panasonic German Open.
15
First ace. Quite a few have stayed here. Can't impress on you how much. It's miserable here. And yet, it's about half full in the centre court.
Signal, Focila. Spiel Ferreira.
Second ace.
2 beide. 2 games off.
Still a feeling in this match that neither player's really got going yet. Both mentally and physically in these conditions, difficult to get razor sharp that early on.
Flat for 6. Love 15.
Double-hander from Ferreira, holding up well.
It's not
the biggest serve, but he doesn't half plays it well. Gets his fair share of aces. Counted 10 yesterday against Dossadel.
I think 15 touching.
More than a smattering of errors at the moment. Yes, just out. What's strange to me early on is that Rios is not going for anything really. Strangely subdued play. Normally he goes for the lines, but he's deciding at this stage to get the ball back in court and wait for the right moment. Yes, Ferreira taking the initiative and it paying off there. And break point now for the second break of the Rios serve. Here's a poor game from Rios. He wasn't up to much there. Ferreira it was, taking the risks and outlasting him in the battles of the rallies at the back, which is not the pattern I thought would happen at all. So 2 breaks to 1 for the South African. Dani Visser, Ferreira's new coach, taking over from Chris Johnson, who took him a long way along the path. This is the Davis Cup captain of South Africa as well. So some support for the Chilean.
Time.
Lovely stroke maker. And a superb physical specimen, Weine Ferreira. 3-2, 2 breaks to 1. Again, Rios doing the bossing, but the first smash just a little short.
That's first service. Signal, 30 love.
Third ace. Rios in the last game, really, by his tactics, has allowed Ferreira to feel positive. He's got the initiative, and now serving the third game in a row. And the first winning return, I think, of the match from the Chilean.
Ferreira.
Oh, a little irrelevant now that Ferreira's hit top gun with his serve. Ace number 4. And it's 4-2.
Simpson, 15 love. By 15 on.
Well, he goes through patches of lapses of concentration, but nothing at the moment is working for Rios. Got to rethink this, and quickly.
First service. And I see 15-30.
Well, sometimes he does start slowly, even in matches that he wins, key matches, but not against Ferreira. He won't get away with it if it lasts for much longer.
I think beide 30.
He's got to really hold this service game, otherwise the first set will have gone in a rush and he'll be battling to get some form in the second.
Jetzt 40-30. Spiel Rios.
And much needed stays in contact, even though he's a breakdown. 2 breaks to 1, Ferreira leads, and by 4-3 in this opening set.
Meine Damen und Herren, eine Rufdurchsage. Angehörige von Herrn Hamburgo.
Kremliovskaya vodka, made with the finest grains and the purest spring water. It's good character-building stuff.
Double-hander from Weine Ferreira, which has been rock solid so far in this match. He leads 4-3, 2 games, 2 breaks to 1, serving with new balls.
Love 15. Beide 15 on.
Slight sense of exasperation. He never panics, Rios, though, even when things are against him. Trusts that the form and the touch will come, and invariably it does.
Vincent Icing, 15-30.
No. Normally he'd be murdering. Short balls, really, those were half court. Well, on a normal day you'd back him to make this, but this isn't a normal day. Conditions difficult, ball being held up, perhaps a fraction further away than he thought. Here's break point.
Einstein, cheers.
Yes, gave that a shout as it went.
Rios.
Just jumped into it a little. Important game for Ferreira. If Rios can win it when he's not playing well and get back on level terms, he'll be feeling mighty confident.
Einstein, cheers.
Yes, pedigree volley from Weine Ferreira.
Fortile, Ferreira.
Rios really asking the question with the forehand. But now Ferreira with a chance to go 5-3 up.
Ferreira.
First signs of alarm all week from Rios.
5-3.
I think he's feeling that every time he tries to go for the winner, go for the line, it just isn't working. He's probably feeling a little bored by the tactics he's having to adopt. He's 3-5 now, serving to stay in the set. But if the bread and butter tactic of rallying conventionally from the baseline and placing the ball back in court isn't working, then why not go to what you're good at, forcing?
Love 30. 0-40, love 40.
Sense of resignation in that shot. Here are 3 set points for Weine Ferreira.
Left for service.
And his shot of the set from Weine Ferreira, and he takes it 6 games to 3. And he was looking a class above Rios in the latter stages of that set. Now, can Rios work this out? It's far from over. We know from so many occasions this year that Rios has got the talent to change this around. As I said earlier, I fancied him to win this match before it started, but not the way he's playing at the moment. Will he find form in time? Certainly, Ferreira looks much more up for this match. But Rios seems to be a little subdued by his own form. And just not playing the way he normally does, which is taking the ball early, forcing, coming in very occasionally, but only sparingly. But dominating rallies from the back. He's hardly dominating at all here. Weight on the back foot as it has been for so much of that first set.
Time.
And one more error goes astray. A test for Rios now. Second set. First lasting just half an hour.
Fünfzehn, 15 love. Drei Signal, 30 love.
No.
40 love.
Well, remember the don't care tag that Nelson Flores put on Rios early on. He's got to care here. He's got to fight and work it out. Give himself time to find the touch.
Spiel Ferreira. Erste Spiel, zweiter Satz.
And a few whistles.
Second set.
And you can understand. Ferreira moving out to a 1-love lead. He's a set-up as well.
Kremliovskaya vodka made with the finest grains and the purest spring water. It's good character building stuff.
The boy from Santiago is just 20 years old. He's still a baby in big time terms, but this is surely the big time here, and he's got to rise to the occasion.
15 love.
It's a measure of how quickly things have happened for Rios, that before this year he'd never got to the semi-final of a Super 9 event. This year he's got to 3, or 2, and it could be 3 if he gets this one.
15 beide, 15 on.
Semi-finalist in Indian Wells, and then a couple of weeks ago in Monte Carlo. A little unlucky there. Net cord obviously held him up with his rhythm, but signs there that Rios was trying to penetrate a little more.
40-15. 40-15. Spiel Rios.
Not the best returning he's ever had, but Rios stops the rut. 3 games in a row against him. And 2 all, he'd won only 1 of the last 5.
Center 15-11. Signal 30-11.
Yeah, now is he going to keep it?
Signal 40-11.
Well, normally he can make those. Maybe it's the cold just numbing him physically and mentally. His brain doesn't seem to be working. And Ferreira taking full advantage.
Spiel Ferreira.
It's a lot cooler now than it is in Santiago. See him trying to warm up his hands, and maybe he's resigned to a substandard performance. I hope not.
Whenever I feel like giving up, I think about the American and Earth.
I understand. These are the Olympics, and I'd die for them.
In spite of horrendous internal injuries and ignoring all the doctor's warnings, he went on to win his 3rd consecutive Olympic gold medal in Tokyo. If he was prepared to risk everything for the Olympics, then I must be too.
One, 2 in the second set.
0-15.
This nonchalant attitude continues from Rios. The match is almost inevitably slipping away now.
0-13.
First double. I just feel he's got to go for the shots now and excite himself and get some adrenaline running through the veins. There's nothing going on there at the moment, and Ferreira is picking him apart. Three break points.
Spiel Ferreira. Ferreira führt 3-1.
Rios has got the attitude of, I just can't play in these conditions, and why would you expect me to? He'll learn, but maybe not quickly enough to turn this around. Ferreira 3-1.
15-11.
Fifth ace.
Beide 15-on. 30, 15, 30, 15.
The expression tells it all. Ferreira's got to be careful to keep on the level that he has been for the last 20 minutes or so. See Rios off in straight sets. Well played.
14, 30.
Bit of work there from Rios. Not the easiest overhead. Put away with some aplomb.
Einstein. Cheers. Rios.
Just beginning to force there. And now gets break point. What an important point this is. Just needs something to feed on. Late call. Well, would you believe it? Out of the blue, Weine Ferreira just relaxes the foot off the pedal. And Rios is back in this set. A break apiece, but Ferreira still leads by a set and 3-2.
The new mobile phone from Ericsson has arrived, the GH388. Lighter and more powerful, with up to 80 hours standby or more than 4 hours talk time. Ericsson has already got over 27 million people in 74 countries talking every day. Ericsson GH388 keeps you in touch with the world longer.
Welcome back, Marcelo. Rios of Chile, 2-3 down, just broken back against Weine Ferreira. Now, was it irrelevant, or is this start of a comeback?
0-15, la 15.
Can't make those off-hit forehands. Yep. Just beyond the baseline. So 3 break points for a second successive break for Weine Ferreira. Well, he hardly was inspired by breaking Ferreira, was he? His performance as dismal as the weather, and Ferreira is now 4-2 up.
Versuchs. and 15 lap.
Ace number 6.
Beide 15 on.
No, really has the time that he thought, and arrived on it a little late. Plenty of air under it, but Ferreira not able to do too much.
Left for 6. Rising 15-30.
Well, Ferreira too has gone off the boil. He has to watch out with Rios, because you never know when the guy might take flight, and then it could be curtains.
15-40.
What a contrast this is to the first 2 matches, which were super in their entertainment value. This decidedly isn't. Break point again for Rios.
Rising 30-40.
No. He played a super rally a couple of times. He might easily have come in, but he's not in the habit of doing that. Set himself up, though, for the forehand. And what a costly error that might be. No. At last he does come forward. And takes his reward. So here's a 3rd break point. The string may have gone. Countering that smash. Yes, looks like it has. Not the best time to break a string. Rios totally unconcerned. He is a mystery. Well, Ferreira is giving Rios every chance to get in this match. Rios looks at him as if he can't believe what's just happened.
Ball change, please.
Is this the man who's had such amazing results this year? 25 wins against 9 losses. He's raced up the ranking from 107 at the end of '94 up to 25 at the end of last year. And now is just poised to break into the top 10. No ranking points to defend this week, only to be gained. And if he wins this, he's through to the semi-final and almost certain to crack that top 10.
Time.
With all the bonus points of beating a top 10 player in a quarter-final of a Super 9 tournament. (3-4). The last 4 games have gone against serve. At last. Bravo.
15 love.
That's what we've seen time and time again against Weine and Dosseter. And now move to the net. Perhaps the alarm bells have started ringing. No, good effort, but the task was just too much. And the crowd recognizing now that Rios at this late hour might have found something. Not for the first time he's reinvented himself. The first game in 5 that goes with serve.
4 games all.
And he moved okay for that one. Just needed a target, that was all. 4 all. Well, look at Rios working there and getting the line. No, he won't find a mark. Look as hard as you like, Weine. You're not going to get any help either from last graph. Nothing there. Smack on the line. No, Weine. Dead right, last graph. Now Ferreira venting his anger. Is this the switch in the match? Well, he's a guy that renders you almost speechless. A dream of a shot. And here are 3 break points for 5-4. And look at him scrap for that return.
15-14.
Yes, he loves it. The crowd are alive and on their feet now. Ferreira chucks his racket in an intimidating way. But Rios, look at the eyes now. He's suddenly loving life and loving being here, even though it's cool. Just amazing. So he was fooling Ferreira all along. For 50 minutes he played probably the worst tennis he's played all year. Suddenly at 3-4 down, he starts to motor.
Time.
There's enough on the drop shot. And he looks across at Peter Lundgren as if to say, now I'm ready. And you wouldn't back against him now. This for the set then, 5-4. Well, Ferreira may be paying the price now for not putting him away when he should have.
15 love.
Dropping the serve twice in the middle of the set. That was when Rios was asleep. Now he's far from asleep. He seems to be working the three-card trick on Ferreira. Terrific rally, the best of the match. And now Rios can't miss. 3 set points. Second ace, 6-4. He's won the last 4 games, and he's broken Ferreira on Ferreira's last 3 service games. Just rub it away. The returns reminiscent of the first set. And the first half of the second. Wonderful approach. Much better serving from Ferreira.
First game, final set.
After 3 successive breaks of his serve, come in there and serve as well as that. That took some doing, and also the bewilderment that he must be feeling how his opponent has approached this match, or not approached it, as the case may be. Almost when he was out with the washing, did Rios start to make a comeback. Incidentally, while we're watching this, I can tell you that the Correccia-Magnus Larsson match, which was due to come on after this, is in fact going on right now on court 1. Alex Correccia of Spain against Magnus Larsson. And what a tournament this is turning out to be for Correccia. He won the first set 6-1. Correccia, who beat Alexander Volkov in the opening round, then Alberto Costa, the finalist in Monte Carlo, beat him 6-2, 6-1, and then beating Marc Rosset 6-3, 6-2. First set to Correccia, 6-1. Here in the deciding set of this quarterfinal, it's love 1. Oh, no, he had no right to get that.
15 love.
Stumbled as he came in, playing the ball behind him almost. And he gets the most unbelievable shot. And now he's doing all the things he wasn't doing early on. Following the good approach in. Provocative, aggressive. Looking even at love 1, the likelier winner. Gliding and then sliding to the net.
1 game on.
Some people with a puzzled look on their faces. A lot of people with some smiles. It's now a set all and a game all in the deciding set.
15 love.
7th ace for Ferreira begins the third game of the third set. What Ferreira's doing now, which he wasn't doing in the second set, is getting a high percentage of first serves in, and they're counting. And again. And that's what he has against the weapons that Rios has from the back. So 2-1 Ferreira. Both players playing with greater confidence than at any stage in the match. Again, to recap, sorry if you've been watching all the way through, and we're repeating ourselves, but new viewers coming in all the time. Roberto Carretero has beaten Gilbert Schaller in the first of the quarterfinals. Terrific match it was too. Carretero won it 4-6, 6-4, 6-4. And he now plays Evgeny Kafelnikov, the number 3 seed, knocking out the number 6 seed, Sergi Bruguera. Twice French champion, of course, and playing very near peak form here, but Kafelnikov beat him straight set 6-2, 7-6, 7-5 it was in the second set tiebreak. Bruguera had a healthy lead, 5-2, I think, in the second set before Kafelnikov won it. Here it's 1-2 Rios. Well, it's a captivating match now for 50 minutes. It was just about the worst match of the week. And now no one's leaving.
39, last 30.
So how will he react to this? Love 30 on his serve. Ferreira serving well. Difficult to work out why he's making the errors. He looks concentrated enough. You can see it matters to him now. But the error's coming just the same. 3 break points for Ferreira.
No.
Ferreira is giving him another lifeline. Thank you, says Rios. And even more, I'm sure, if he can take a point here. 3rd break point. Nope. So Ferreira breaks him, and if he can serve as well as he has done in the last 3 service games, then he's there. Last 2 service games, in fact, he was broken 3 times in a row at the end of the 2nd set. He looks up at the Chilean flag and just smiles.
0-15, love 15.
Patient and effective rally from the Chilean. It's happening again. Twice in the 2nd set, Ferreira got the break. Twice he was immediately broken back. In the end, Ferreira lost the set 6-4. Now again, Rios with 3 break points.
Fifteen, 15-14.
Yes, didn't he play it well? Came forward at the absolute right time. And Rios has heaved himself back in the match. No arguments there with Ferreira. The big forehand holding sway in the end. Ferreira doing well to keep it deep. There's the forehand that produced the short ball. In comes Rios. There's the relatively easy put ahead. And didn't he concentrate throughout that game, in marked contrast to the game before? unique expressions.
Time.
My money still fractionally on the server here. But it's a match in which you never really know for sure.
Fünfzehn, 15 love.
Trying to drop the dropper. It's not a shot he plays often. Rios has worked himself into form on the drop shot. Pumps himself up and then serves his second double. Definite lack of concentration there. Has he got one first serve in this game? I don't think so.
40-30.
Ferreira laying everything into it, but getting little change. It's been that kind of day, and the Chilean flag being waved again. 3 games all. And now Rios' eyes are wide open. Looked half asleep when the match started. Ferreira thought it might be going wide, didn't really cover it. It was a good shot, but he sensed that Ferreira just lost it a little there. Oh, well played, Ferreira. Good running too from Rios. But he kept his mind on the task, even though the big shots, which would normally, in normal conditions, not be coming back even against a Rios. Oh, scorcher. Not a bad return off a bullet of a serve, and the approach not good enough. the more difficult the shot, the more likely he is to make it at the moment. But no chance with that one. 8th ace for Ferreira. Yes, close enough. Ferreira looks back at Rios, who shows that it was out. Deuce.
Rios.
Ferreira's got to be careful, otherwise he'll be getting a warning for verbal abuse. Graf choosing not to hear it. Breakpoint Rios. 4-3. Not absolutely sure, so they want to check the mark. Rios helping them to it. Rios doing what he's best at, taking the ball early, creating the opening and creating the smiles around the court. Ferreira in a right old pickle.
Rios führt mit 4-3, leads 4 games to break.
Playing the backhand. Forehand down the line, bringing him in. Not a bad volley at all. The man is not totally accustomed to being at the net. And Rios breaks him for the second successive game and has won the last 3 and has turned it round again. But is there one more twist left in? You wouldn't put your house on the fact that he wouldn't lose his concentration one more time, but I just sense that he's got the match now. 4-3, 2 games away from a place in his 5th semi-final of the year. And none of them are small tournaments. Scottsdale, Barcelona, Indian Wells and Monte Carlo. Good running, Ferreira. Rios again missing his footing, but that was great scrambling Ferreira, and then to get that forward movement and good placement at the end of it. That's the athlete in him. Rios scrambling again. But it's a great sight, Ferreira in full flow. They're using those long limbs to good effect.
0:30, love 30.
Suddenly Ferreira playing at a level he hasn't really attained for much of this match. Yeah, excellent ground strokes on both wings from Marcelo Rios.
15:30. Let for 6. Fifteen 15:40.
Just long. Rios looks up, but he's not one to get marks checked unless he's absolutely sure there's been a mistake. Good defensive work from Ferreira early on in the rally on the double-hander. And now has 2 break-back points for 4-all. There's a volley from Rios that Ferreira would have been proud of. He seemed to get an arm extension there.
30-40.
Second break point. Both wary of the other's forehand, so the majority of the shots being pushed down to the double-hander.
Rios.
And that surely will be a warning. Graf again choosing not to see. And Rios with a chance now to go 5-3 up.
Thank you.
Rios extraordinarily patient considering what he's been through in this match. Ferreira's not ready. It's the crowd to quieten down. Rios choosing then to come in.
Einstein, cheers.
And Rios looking as the double-hander creams one past him. Fair tactic though at the time. Crowd looking whilst the light aircraft goes ahead. Bit of distraction, deuce. Well, he's done him again. Exactly the same. And Rios will now, I wouldn't think, be coming forward too much longer. Just a fraction short, but not that short. Excellent pass. Here's a third break point. Really good game, this one. Was it wide? Call good.
Rios.
Wow. I must say, I thought it might just be out, but perhaps just got a bit of the line. Certainly Ferreira was right onto it and would have seen the exact point at which it bounced, and there was no complaint with him. Not about the call or non-call, but complaint was about his play. So this for 5-3.
Spiel, Rios.
Yes. No doubt about what was muttered.
Rios wird 5-3. He leads 5-3.
And that quite possibly the crunch game of the match. There have been so many. 3 break points. All saved, and Rios at 5-3 now. And Ferreira, who's dropped his serve the last time and the time before. If it makes it 3 in a row, he's lost the match. 3-5.
Left for service. Fünfzehn, 15 love. Danke. Ja.
I was concerned that the ball hadn't come back. Call, says Ferreira. Interestingly, Rios not coming in that time when he could have. Out it was.
Touch it.
Sometimes he breaks all the rules.
30-15. Vierzig, 15. 40-15. Spiel, Ferreira.
So Ferreira holds on and forces the man from Chile to serve out for the match. Well, he's broken him twice in the first set. He broke him twice in the second set, and already once in the third, so no reason why he shouldn't again. But just how is Rios going to play this? Compromised a little in that last game by not coming in once when he had Rios pinned down that double-handed corner. And then puts in a blitzing return, which Agassi would have been proud of.
Time.
So this is it then. Rios at 5-4. A semi-final berth awaits him if he can close it out here. Wide.
15 love.
And that is a wonderful piece of retrieving from Rios. Wide to the backhand. Just a phenomenal shot. Rios is onto the line. Ferreira's an inch off it. And he very nearly got that back as well.
30-15.
Impeccably timed forehand from Ferreira. Too easy. Sometimes the whole game's too easy, and that's why he got himself in the problems he did earlier on. Well played, Weine Ferreira. Rios has just switched off again at the crucial time. And Ferreira has stayed aggressive and now has break back point for 5-all. Oh, outrageous. But he seems to have no nerves. Why wouldn't you play a shot like that at break point down? No.
Ferreira.
Well, he planted himself in mid-court and it really didn't seem as if he could miss. Break point number 2. Oh! How about an apology to Ferreira? Unlikely.
Rios.
He wants the same ball to finish the match. An hour and 40 minutes. And here's match point for Marcelo Rios. A terrific end. Ferreira slams his racket down in disgust. A match it looked like he couldn't lose an hour ago. But Rios has beaten him. Sporting handshakes. But those who tuned in an hour ago and saw Ferreira a set up, 3-1 up, Rios half asleep, must be absolutely mystified now that Rios has come through it and he's taken the match. 6-4 in the third set. One of the biggest enigmas in the sport, and he threatens to be one of the biggest names in the sport in the next year. What an extraordinary match.
Ja, meine Damen und Herren, damit wäre das Halbfinale komplett, das morgen um 13 Uhr beginnt. Morgen
Ferreira will go back and wonder how he let himself lose this from a set and 3-1 up. He just took the foot off the accelerator in the second set and allowed Rios to break back twice. And in the end, he paid the price. 6-4 the second set, 6-4 the third. So it's Eurosport News coming next with Carlton Kirby. And that's the end of our coverage now. The Corretja-Larsen match. Corretja-Larsen match, we'll give you the result of that in the highlights tonight at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the UK.
Auf der Mercedes-Bühne am Haupteingang, Talk-Analyse, Spiele mit Uwe Bahn vom NDR und attraktive Preise kann man auch gewinnen. Heute werden unter anderem dabei sein die Turnierdoktoren Dr.
In fact, there's going to be more back in Hamburg. Right after this break, we'll be going to Heinz Gunthardt in the studio.